Say this real fast because it's been on my heart for a really long time. If you are dating a guy that is in the streets, I would appreciate it if you would take time to stop and think about what his day might be like. Let me turn this down just in case it's loud in the back of my video. Like, think about what he go through every day between getting robbed, possibly getting robbed, possibly going to jail, possibly um, getting shot, possibly just so many things that could go wrong in the process of him living that lifestyle. And shout out to Peanut behind me, living that lifestyle, and you want to worry him about a female. Stop asking who he with, where he going. They all cheat. They all got 4, 5 females. It's not a secret. Rub that man feet. Like, literally. Y'all get more and more expensive. You know, y'all want to keep up with the city girls and everybody else on Instagram. I can't relate, but that's y'all thing. Y'all want to eat big dinners and big stuff on social media and all those things. And I just be feeling bad for these men. Like, what type of female are you dealing with where you worried about your mama and having to take care of your mama, your granny, a bunch of kids, a bunch of bitter, annoying baby mamas? Like, I don't even use that term, kids mamas. Let me fix that. But I just would like for y'all to take some time to, like, push y'all selves in the back burner and think about how on edge you must be, how you must feel. Like, cook for that man, be easy on that man. He gonna hit that girl no matter how hard you look through his phone. Like, he like her. You know, he's taking penitentiary chances every day.
Now, I seen this video about a year ago, and I still even watched it like for a whole year. And it's funny because none of the comments on it were like negative, like everything was positive. And it's funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. The sense of humor I got when she said rub his feet, I didn't expect that at all. I laughed hysterically the first time I heard it. There are so many problems with this, and I'm just gonna start with the biggest one, man. You won't see any other demographic of women having given serious dating advice, like serious, not in joking form, not trying to be funny, but like completely serious dating advice for dating a criminal, for dating a career fucking criminal. Only in the black community will you see this shit. I'm not even gonna lie. This is the first time I ever seen this. I ever seen anything. Well, I can't say anything like this because you got these chicks who get on these like hood podcasts and stuff like that. And they, oh, I want to scam. I only fuck with scammers, robbers. Da, 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 da. You know, they do all that shit. Oh yeah, you gotta have a bag. You know, if he ain't getting the money fast, da, 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 I can't fuck with no 9 to 5 dude. So you'll see black women kick that rhetoric on, and let me not even like, let me be clear. No, I'll get to that later. But you'll see them kick that rhetoric on podcasts and things like that. You'll see them kick that rhetoric on social media, Instagram, all types of posts. You'll see them do that on their platforms and stuff. But I've never seen the be considerate for the drug dealer or the robber or just the street dude, the scammer, whatever lane, or the killer, because he could be a career killer. Fuck it, because that's what some dudes in the streets do. They kill for money. So it's like I never thought I would see a take like that ever. Like real advice, like rub the killer's feet, rub the killer's feet. It's ridiculous. And what I was gonna say is I say black women, but this is the thing about it. It's I want to be clear. It's some, not all. Just for anybody. Oh man, no, it ain't. Listen, we could debate about whether it's the majority or not. We could debate about that. But one thing you can't debate about is the prevalence of this within the black community, which is what I'm going to get to in a moment. But just the ridiculousness of this, like the ridiculousness of giving advice. Think about, try to be empathetic to the guy that's running through the hood, robbing all these dudes, selling, life ending drugs, getting into shootouts with people and stuff like that. Let's go to the player part, which is funny. It's funny. She said in the video that these guys, that they knocking down all the bitches. That they knocking down hella women. Just forget about it. If you go through his phone, you're gonna find something. I'm sorry, I gotta say, because I haven't said it, the terms that people love to use, Pookies and Ray Rays. That's what we talking about. Pookies and Ray Rays. For the people who haven't picked up yet and just fucking only go by YouTube speak and don't live in the real world. We talking about Pookies and Ray Rays. Thugs. Street dudes. But anyways, that's the funniest thing about it though. Like when you really look at it, there was a story about a kid in New York. The kid in New York was a basketball player. He was a really good basketball player, but by the time he was like 16 or 17, he became a street dude. But not only did he become a street dude, this generation, for the people who are not in the community and don't know, the generations of the past, a lot of them were about getting money and stuff like that. And being the money getting dude was like, the most praised position that a guy could have. Being a boss, being a money getting dude. Now with these young dudes, one of the most praised things, yeah, if you getting money, that's cool. But if you a killer, if you got them bodies, that's like the thing now. Like that you're the coolest if you got the bodies, and you get the most respect if you got the bodies. Like that's where they put their value system now. So this kid in New York, he starts killing people, et cetera, et cetera. And he really racked them up. He went to jail. When people ask, bro, why did you stop playing ball and become a killer and get into the streets and stuff like that? Guess what he said? He said, man, a chick rejected me that I really wanted, and she rejected me for a street dude. Street dude and all the other street dudes get all the women. And me as a ball player, like the girl that I wanted didn't want me. So he didn't finish it by saying this, but he turned to the streets to get bitches, man. Which is insane. But when you look at it, if you're from the community, these niggas be knocking everything down, which brings me to my next point. When it comes to our community, it's so funny because when you go and look at this chick's profile and stuff like that, I blocked it so nobody could go there because I don't want her getting harassed or nothing like that. Even though my videos don't get no motion, I don't want nobody going over nowhere to harass nobody on my behalf or nothing like that. But in her bio, she has that she is a serial entrepreneur and she is also a realtor. What the fuck is somebody who owns legit businesses, and also sells houses? What is somebody that is doing legit and square business doing fucking with street dudes? Especially, and I know there's no age to really be fucking with street dudes, but especially in your mid to late 20s or early 30s, whatever age bracket she's in. Especially as a mother, because that's another thing that she is. She's a mother. What are you doing fucking with street dudes? And the point that I'm making off of this is that a lot of our educated, career, high earning women will go and get a fucking drug dealer. That's the thing that they don't talk about on this Kevin Samuel shit. They don't talk about when they go sit down with Fresh and Fit. Nobody talks about this shit. Nobody talks about how some of our best and brightest will get on these podcasts and talk to, I need a guy who make 100,000. I need this, XYZ. But they fucking with a dude that's busting them packs down. They fucking with a dude who is getting them six figures. And if he not, he's very close, like extremely close. But he also is a constant threat of a shootout. He's always being threatened as far as being robbed or being in a shootout or having an ATF raid, anything like that. It's just a lot of risk that comes with being with an individual like that. So when you look at the last point that I made, as far as these dudes get all the girls and stuff like that, it doesn't stop after high school. It keeps going until they get aged out of the game, and that's when they want a square gentleman. As far as these specific types of women who do this, trust me, I have fucking seen it. I'm from the trenches, dog. Like, let me just tell you like that. Like, I've seen it, bro. I've seen this. I've seen this cycle play out countless times. So with that being said, it's very funny because you would think that it would just be the hood rats who would be fucking with the extra hood dudes and stuff like that. No, 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 no. It is some of our most articulate, some of our most high earning, some of our best and brightest when it comes to career women and things like that. Some very smart women fucking with some of the dumbest, and not all street dudes is dumb. Don't get that twisted. But just fucking with some of the worst individuals that they could possibly fuck with. That's just what it is. So when you look at it, it's like, I'm just gonna bring it full circle because I could keep going. You got to understand, even for the black community, rubber drug dealers' feet is some shit I've never heard in my life. I've never heard that in my life. So for that to be rare for me to see in the black community, you will never see another video like this for any other race. You won't see it. You won't see it. Hey, I'll probably never see rubber drug dealers' feet ever again. But I will see, as far as our community, black women, oh, I need fast money. I need a scammer. No, I can't deal with no 9 to 5. You're going to see that shit again. You're going to see and hear that shit again because I've been seeing it and hearing it forever. And that's just what it is. And we're the only community that, like, glorifies that. You got to blame rap to some extent, but you don't put the whole blame on rap. Yeah, we could get into like the government and all that stuff and the 90s and the crack era and stuff like that. But we got to be honest about it. Like, when it comes to some of the street dudes, like, they really perpetuated. And as far as the women, they supported. So it's just like, well, what, like, and even then, it even goes further past that. I don't want to really get too deep into the drug shit, but even the dudes who are square dudes, they support their cousins and their brothers and whatever to be into this shit. It's not shamed, it's glorified. It's not shamed, it's praised. I remember Biggie said a line on Everyday Struggle. He said something like, people look at you like you the user, And even DMX, he had pain in his music about selling drugs and shit like that. When we hit the Jeezy era, I don't remember no pain in any of Jeezy's music. I know if you're not a rap fan, you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But that's when we hit full-fledged glorification, and it's been full-fledged glorification ever since. So with that, I think that it's beyond repair, I'll be honest. But just when it comes to this, like, it is very toxic and ridiculous and problematic that a woman who is a realtor and a serial entrepreneur, a businesswoman, even feels comfortable or unashamed to come online and give dating advice about dating street dudes as a square woman. It's absolutely insane. You won't see it with any other community. We are fucking cooked. That is a video for today. Please like, comment, and subscribe.